Hello and welcome to Jurisedge Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss important weekly legal news from 12th September to 17th September 2022. In first important news, the Supreme Court has held that imprisoning juveniles in adult prisons violate their personal liberty. In the case of Vinod Katara versus State of Uttar Pradesh, the Supreme Court has made important observations with respect to the plea of juvenility under the Juvenile Justice Acts. The court has also held that lodging a juvenile in an adult prison would amount to deprivation of their personal liberty under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. In second important news, the Supreme Court has held that right to contest elections is not a fundamental right, but it is only a statutory right. In the case of Vishwanath Pratap Singh versus Election Commission of India, the Supreme Court has held that the Representation of People Act 1950, when read with the Conduct of Election Rules of 1961, has contemplated the name of a candidate to be proposed while filling the nomination form. Therefore, an individual cannot claim that he has a right to contest elections, and the said stipulation would violate his fundamental right so as to file his nomination without any proposer, as is required under the Act. Before we move further, we are organizing our first LAT-PG Open Mock competition, which is scheduled on 25th September 2022, which is a Sunday. The exam will be held online between 2 to 4 p.m. The registration is free, so you can register yourself from the link given in the description box. Coming to the third important news, the Supreme Court has held that right to establish educational institution under Article 19 cannot be restricted merely by an executive instruction. In the case of Pharmacy Council of India versus Rajiv College of Pharmacy and others, while relying on landmark judgments such as TMA Pai Foundation, Islamic Academy, PA Inamdar, Modern Dental College, the Supreme Court has held that right to establish an educational institution is a fundamental right guaranteed under Article 19(1)(g) of the Constitution, and any reasonable restrictions under Article 19(6) on such a right can be imposed only by a law and not by an executive instruction. In last important news, the Supreme Court has held that specific performance cannot be granted against the defendant by forcing him to enter into an agreement with a third party. In the case of Raman versus R. Natarajan, the court has held that in light of Section 12 of the Specific Relief Act of 1963, a court cannot grant the relief of specific performance against a person, compelling him to enter into an agreement with a third party and to seek relief against such a third party. This brings us to the end of our weekly legal update. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.